Hello and welcome to another Capright podcast. I'm Steve Williams. I'm a non-executive director at Capright, and I have with me today Jamie Rich. Jamie is our expertise on purchase price allocation, and that's what we're going to cover. Jamie, would you like to tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure, Steve, and thanks for the introduction. I've spent most of my career, I guess, first as an appraiser, but most of my career within the Big Four accounting firms, doing valuation for financial reporting purposes, as well as other tax reporting purposes. But the term PPA stands for Purchase Price Allocation, and that is a financial reporting exercise that real estate owners and operators often need to go through when they acquire real estate.
And who exactly would that be? It's transaction driven, but who wants PPA and who doesn't?
So anybody who reports their financial statements under US GAAP and their historical cost reporters, which simply means I buy an asset and I record on my balance sheet the price I paid for that asset. They would need, when they acquire a piece of real estate, even though it's a used piece of real estate, they need to record that acquisition on their balance sheet at the price they paid. The nuance is, though, for financial reporting, we think of real estate as a property. It's land, building, it's a whole bunch of things. For purchase price allocation purposes, in accordance with US GAAP, you actually break that building up into a bunch of different component parts. The most obvious are land and buildings. You also break down to site improvements. If there's leases in place, you're going to ascribe value to those lease contracts. And there's a litany of other items that you may ascribe purchase price to.
And does the demand for your services fluctuate as the rules change?
So I would say the demand, the largest driver of demand is transaction activity. The rules have been fairly stable or fairly unchanged for a number of years. Small nuances, but the rules themselves aren't the demand driver.
Yes, and talking of years, how long have you been doing this?
So I hate to admit my age, but over 20 years I've been involved in valuation, and about 15 of those years has been spent within the Big Four public accounting world, Deloitte, PwC, KPMG most recently, doing exactly this for my clients.
So you've built up some credibility over that time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad I picked up the phone to talk to you, and thank you so much for your time and explaining PPA in basic terms.
Yep, you're very welcome.